Hello everyone, thank you for clicking on the video. Stellar Blade's PC release was a colossal success. Gamers everywhere that are getting this game are super stoked. You see it everywhere. Modders are having a good time with it. We've got great PC optimization. Everyone's happy, right? Stellar Blade PC launch breaks Steam sales records thanks to its thirsty fan base.
This isn't looking good. Let's go.
A slick but hollow action RPG. It's a 7.
It could also mean that this place is very dangerous.
We're going to talk about all that and more. Thank you for clicking on the video. Let's get to it. I'm panicking, bro. As of right now, today is Friday, June 13th. I'll probably post it today. 174,000 players right now, with it peaking of 183,000, making this Sony's best PC client launch to date. And this is not even the weekend. We could see a spike during the weekend. 200K, not even unreasonable at this point, okay? I found it over here on Mary's station, which I'm not super aware of, but as we can see here, Ghost of Tsushima, God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, Last of Us, God of War Ragnarok, and Last of Us 2. All of these had good numbers, but did not stand a chance against Stellar Blade. And of course, over on Steam itself, overwhelmingly positive. And I just looked at this morning. This only had 6,900. Now it's got 8,251. Now, as we see, I've only played for 3 hours, okay? Twitch was down for me yesterday. I couldn't connect, and I couldn't change anything on my stream. And then Stream Elements was down, so I couldn't really do anything. So yesterday I had to take a day off. But today I will be streaming Stellar Blade over on Twitch and on YouTube. And hey, you can check this first one out if you want. All right, anyway. Why did this game work? Why was it such a big success? It's pretty obvious. You gave us good combat, you gave us a good story, and you put a hot chick in front of it. Now, just because you put a hot chick in front of something does not mean it's going to make money. The reason Stellar Blade is working is because the eastern side of the world that wasn't bogged down by all the DEI bullcrap wanted to make a good game. And they did. And then, holy smokes, we bought it. Stellar Blade PC review, a slick but hollow action, 6 out of 10. You may ask this publisher, oh, let's take a look. What did he say? I'll give you the Cliff Notes version. Eve is designed to serve a similar purpose for players. She's meant to be a wildly capable warrior, but she's also meant to be an attractive figure for presumably drooling audience to dress up in various costumes, or ogle as the camera obsesses, as it does in her introductory cutscene over her body. He goes on to compliment some of the character designs. The monsters that make up the majority of the game's enemies are wonderfully grotesque. Despite the effort expended on surface sex appeal, though, it's a remarkably chaste game in terms of characterization and plot. There's nothing beneath the surface of its characters, either in its dialogue or across the events of the plot, to make them come across as anything but digital objects. The game filled with dolls, not people, and like dolls, its cast doesn't ever seem like much more than an approximation of humanity. What other game reviews has he done, you might ask? Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Now we know. I just thought this image was funny. Because what games didn't work last year? You remember, Stellar Blade originally released on PlayStation last year, during the hellfire of the DEI year. Let's take a look at some of the flops, shall we? Suicide Squad, not a DEI flop, just a terrible game that no one asked for. Unknown 9 Awakening, Concord, Skull and Bones, not a DEI flop, but still a flop. Dustborn, Star Wars Outlaws. Let's take the ugliest woman possible and put him in a Star Wars game with
no lightsabers.
Avowed, and of course, Dragon Age Veilguard.
That's why we recruited her.
Actually, Tosh uses them for themselves now.
It is not a clear majority, it's a loud majority. No game fails purely because it's woke. Not this, not Concord, whatever you're going to reference. All these games also have real issues separate from all of that, obviously. IGN, trustworthy, baby, right? 7 out of 10. Stellar Blade is great in all of its most important ways for an action game, but dull characters, a lackluster story, and several frustrating elements of its RPG mechanics prevent it from soaring along with the best of the genre. Yeah, we trust you, IGN. The good old IGN 7. The Stellar Blade director, he's a goat, okay? He is dope. The director of Stellar Blade. His current pick for Game of the Year is Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Game recognizes game. Am I right? Now, when Stellar Blade was first released for for PlayStation last year, it got some controversy because God forbid a sexy woman get put into a video game. It finally looks like we're seeing a good turnaround this year because last year, big corporations finally figured out that they don't get to just make whatever they want and it do well. Gamers finally decided to vote with our wallets, and when we did, we changed the power dynamic. We changed the narrative. We changed the direction. These gaming developers, these big corporations, these big gaming companies, they have to listen to us now. And they are. All these big flops, they didn't make it very far. All these copers want to put a bunch of nonsense out. But at the end of the day, developers, if they want to make money, they're going to make a good game. And if they don't make a good game, well, now you have all these terminations. And now you all have these wonderful indie developers that are springing up out of the woodworks. And they are kicking ass with these small teams because there's just so much bloat out there. All these big corporations, they got 700 people doing jobs that it could take a team of less than 30. Metascore 81, Universal Acclaim 9.2, a 90, Game Mag 8680. We ain't even gonna click on the 0. What a waste of time. PC 81, 9.2, 10, 100. Shift Up, which are also responsible for Nikkei, did a great thing here. They not only at the same time release an amazing PlayStation game for PC, they also introduced a wonderful collab in the Nikkei world.
What the heck?
So you have gacha gamers that are coming over to the Souls players.
Bro, we're just like actually playing the game inside of another game.
Souls players are seeing Nikkei, a brand new gacha game. Nikkei players are seeing a brand new game to them.
I didn't expect it to literally just be the game inside of the game.
The mini game plays so well in the Nikkei universe, it's actually crazy. So we have multiple sides of the gaming communities coming together for an amazing release of a game. This was an absolute perfect storm. Look at this. Look at this. Number one, top number one in top one in all of the sellers. There's a reason. The big guys are scared. And they should be. For the first time in a long time, it's about us. It's about what we are doing with our money in a world to where we have less and less of it. And there are finally developers and publishers that are listening or that stopped listening but are starting to again. I can feel it, gang. We're at the precipice of something important here. And it's not just because of this. Balatro, Clair Obscur, Black Myth Wukong, and of course Elden Ring. Of course Elden Ring. When the teams listen and give us good games, we buy them. I can't even imagine how much better Expedition 33 would have done if it wasn't on Game Pass. If people had to buy the game without having it on Game Pass, I bet we would have seen some amazing numbers, even more so than what we already have. So Stellar Blade is not only a victory for Shift Up, it's a victory for the gamers. It's a victory for the ones that want gaming to get back to what it's supposed to be. And I think that's pretty cool. So take care, everyone. Thank you for watching. I'm going to be trying playing Stellar Blade later today and tomorrow. So, My camera's having trouble here. Hey, keep up with me, big guy. Keep up with me. That's it for me. You can check out some of the other stuff on the channel if you'd like. I'm trying to get to 500 and I'm trying to get to 1K subscribers so I can start making some money. That'd be pretty cool. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.
I guess this place could be useful for us.